Most singers cannot sing from the chest voice through the vocal break and into the head voice without choking, without pushing, without squeezing. And the head voice notes sound hot, windy, and falsetto. I know how to fix that. My name is Robert Lunte. I'm the founder of the Vocalist Studio, and I've helped 100,000 singers around the world in 170 countries fix that problem. Join me, work with my training program, and I look forward to showing you the training techniques to build the motor skills to have one seamless voice.
Versus classical voice training. Why does the classical approach to voice training fall short of meeting the needs of the modern vocalist? Why does the label classical lead people to believe that it must be the final authority on best practice in voice training and technique? Why do some think that a singer's successful career as a classical singer automatically means that they have the inside story on all the mysteries of singing and singing technique? Here are some thoughts on how uninitiated consumers of vocal technique training may have gotten the answer so very wrong, as well as an invitation to think through together this nagging irritant that any aspect of singing technique that has the term classical tagged to it should be the final authority on what is right or wrong. Almost all contemporary singing students that take classical singing lessons are missing out by building the wrong muscle memory, or at least much of the wrong muscle memory, for the majority of what they need and want out of singing. For over 400 years, if you wanted to learn to sing, you would sing one genre of music, classical. What used to be considered the only vocal technique has now, in this new age of numerous contemporary vocal techniques, been defined as classical style vocal coaching. Classical vocal music and the training that goes with it is an ancient art form with a long tradition. When an art form has been around for so long, it seeps into not only the human consciousness, but also into the educational institutions, particularly the universities, which in turn spawn large numbers of classical style voice teachers. So classical voice technique has a long head start on contemporary voice training. Add to that the fact that contemporary voice technique did not really even start to even be a contender for the public's mind share until the 1960s. And what is 400 years compared to 50 years? Now you begin to see why a classical bias is so ingrained in both the minds of the industry and the consumers of voice technique. Go into any major city and compare the number of classically oriented teachers or choir directors with the number of contemporary voice teachers. You will likely find a huge discrepancy. This creates a very difficult problem of supply and demand for the consumer. To the point, 90% of the voice teachers in the industry are classically oriented voice teachers, but the vast majority of the students that want to take lessons and become singers have no interest in training to sing art songs and opera arias. Is it any wonder why it is so hard for students that want to sing contemporary styles of music to find a teacher that gets it and understands their needs?